Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, welcome back. I've no idea what I'm going to do this weekend, so it's a nice sunny weekend. I've got things to continue with, I've got a few tasks I'd like to get done, but we'll just see how it goes. So firstly I'm going to continue with the frame on the Scrambler, because that now just is rubbing down and then prepping up for some paint. So that's one thing I might get started on. I've also decided, unusually, to treat my Transalp. So that's my daily driver. Use it most days, quite frankly, just to pop around locally. Some of the hardware on it's getting a bit tarnished, so I've treated it to some biker bling, some stainless steel fixings, which actually came really well packaged. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, really quite pleased with that. So I might just spend half an hour just swapping out rusty old nuts and bolts for some nice shiny ones, which can only help. On the Super Dream, it's running okay. I've been using it a little here and there. The brake seems okay at the moment. I'm still not convinced about the carbs. I'm still finding that the revs are hanging up when I don't think they should. And I've searched for air leaks and there's nothing. I can spray like starter fluid around the carburetors whilst it's running. Has no effect on it whatsoever. So thinking the carbs, I'm wondering about the diaphragms, the I don't know what they're called, the vacuum opening. Probably should have looked up the name of these things first, but I'm wondering whether they're just getting hung up slightly. They're held down by a very light spring. Should there be any light oiling in there at all? Because at the moment they're just assembled dry. So I'm just going to read up on that to see if I'm missing something. Otherwise, just going to have a tinker session. So let's see together what I get done. Well, thank you again, you wonderful subscribers and helpers. So I asked you to try and help me identify this brake caliper because I couldn't find it matching any Honda that I was looking at, and you suggested it looked more like a Suzuki. Well, that is a Google search of a Suzuki brake caliper, and there is more than a striking resemblance between those two. So the one on the photograph is actually from a 1979 GS 850. It's not identical, but it clearly shares the same lineage. So that, I'm now sure, is from a late 70s Suzuki. Now what it's doing on a set of forks I was told came off of a Honda XL, I don't know. So I'm going to continue to strip these forks down and try and look for any part numbers anywhere. Because I'm now questioning their whole history. Although I'm confident the headstock was an XL. So, okay, let's keep going. Okay, so I've just completely stripped down one of the forks. And this is all the components I've got. Which, I must say, generally looks in good condition. All the seals and everything look good. The only thing that's obviously corroded is the clip that holds the top in. But that's of that shape. And the other unknown is that I swear when I received them, I also got these springs. But I don't know where these go in the build process. So I'm going to try and find the exploded diagram for the XL forks and see if they match these components, which will hopefully also tell me where they go. But this looks like it will clean up. I mean, that looks like it will clean up, and everything else looks pretty damn good actually. Okay, more investigation required, methinks. Okay, well, a search of CMSL for Honda XL125 from sort of mid-80s seems to match all the components I've got. And it shows me that these springs here are there, and they go at the top, separated by, presumably, this little thing. So, yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going to just give these a clean up, give that outside a clean up, bit of Scotch Brite or something, and then just reassemble that. Probably order some replacement clips because that looks past its best, but even all the seals and everything look good. So okay, so they are XL forks on an XL headstock, but a Suzuki brake. Well, maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, but at least I now know. Well, since I said to you I was going to clean up these fork legs, I have now spent about an hour searching my garage for my Scotch-Brite wheels, my wire wheels, and I've done something very clever and I've filed them all somewhere. I don't know where they are. Can't use these are far too abrasive. They'll just damage it, and I just can't find them anywhere. Now, it probably doesn't look very well organised, but I think I know where everything is in this garage, and I have just searched everywhere I can think I might have placed it, and I can't find a single wire wheel or a single Scotch-Brite wheel. Not one. So I've put them all together somewhere. Oh well, I'm sure this is something that is familiar to many of you. So that's going to put a halt to cleaning this up now. I'll have to order some more. I just don't know where I've put them. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. I'll just keep all the bits together. Move on to something else. This is the front, by the way. That's how the frame is looking now. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. There's a little tiny little bit there. I might just do another little skimmer filler, but frankly you'd never notice it. Well, that's good. I'm pleased with that. Right, let's find something else to do. There they are, reassembled, this time with the additional spring which fits in the top up here, which does make the forks longer than the original Super Dream forks, which I'm pleased about because I wanted it to lift it and give it a little more clearance. So yeah, so that's good news. And I've made a shopping list of the clips and bits because that's all that's left of one of the clips that goes in under here and stops it popping up, and that's gone. So yeah, a few clips and service items required, but otherwise good forks. I'm happy with those. Okay, alright, we'll give this a little bit of love. Here we go. So we'll start on these fixings. Front mudguard bolts, nice shiny ones. One front mudguard with tarnished fixings. Let's chop them over. Hey, it's got shiny bits. That makes me feel good. Right, I'm going to work around the bike and just change over all the fixings I can. So there we are. First time I've mocked it all up together. So it is a Suzuki GS brake. Front forks from XR125. Steering head from, or yokes, triple trees from an XL125. Custom made steering stem mounted to a standard CB250 frame. I think that is going to work. So yeah, the removal of the steering block is coming along okay. Made sure I haven't interfered with the VIN number that's stamped on the frame, and okay, I think I've got a bare bones skeleton that I can move forward with. So I'm going to get some wheels fitted. Sort the swinging arm next. Get it as a rolling bike with whatever wheels I've got laying around. And then keep dealing with issues. And I've got the engine to go back in now. So yeah. Okay. Probably all I've got time for today. Well, that's the end of a long day of just tinkering, unplanned ad hoc jobs. So yeah, I've done a bit on the Scrambler, done quite a bit on the XL 700, so that's the Transalp. Changed a whole load of fastenings, cleaned stuff up, lubricated things that move, just giving it a bit of love, quite frankly. So yeah, bits done. Need to find those Scotch wheels, so I'll buy some more so I can clean up the front forks on the Scrambler. But that's about me out of time for today. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Continue my shenanigans in the garage, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for now.